The Songwriter Sessions are about getting people to that end point, which is commercially viable release material from wherever the start of that journey may be for them. So that's working with somebody with experience, with a proven track record of writing and production to get them to that end point. The songwriting sessions can be for anybody. So that could be a really experienced songwriter who's written a lot of records and maybe released a lot of records, working with an experienced writer and producer to refine those ideas and to get a great commercially viable record. But it could also be a songwriter who's new and they're beginning their songwriter journey and they need somebody to really help them walk through that process for the very first time, somebody who's experienced with writing and production. So the end destination again is the same, but the start of the journey might be different for different people. It doesn't matter if you play an instrument or you don't play an instrument to get the engagement out of these sessions. If you play something, that's great. But if you don't, we will fill in the gaps in between those things. So we have artists that contribute guitar parts or piano parts and vocal parts. We have artists who don't contribute any of those musical parts. It doesn't matter. All you need to bring is a willingness to open up your imagination and let us realize that for you. There's huge advantages of being in the studio with a writer and with a producer when they're working on your music. It's so important that you're engaged throughout the entire journey so that that music feels like something that you have ownership over, something that belongs to you, something that's said in your words and using your imagination. So it's really important for us that the client that we're working with is there for the maximum amount of time, and even if they're not playing something themselves or coming up with a certain part of the song, that they're involved in that entire process. For us, the journey ends with a commercially viable release, so that's supporting you not just in songwriting and production, but also in how to release your music, where to put it, leaning on our years of experience working with people on labels, but also self-released artists to try and support you to get your music out there and get it heard.